Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you so much. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. I would like to thank you all for tuning in to another session of Jummah Trivia Night. As your host, I'm Brother Ahmed. I hope that you guys are ready to compete. But as always, before we kick on the competition, we want to make sure that you guys are getting that knowledge and you guys are getting that education. And so we are fortunate enough to have Imam Muwaffaq Al-Ghalaini with us. And we also have Sheikh Saad with us tonight. As always, with Sheikh Muwaffaq, we are having our Q&A session. And with Sheikh Saad, we are having our four Imma discussion, with tonight being the last of the four Immas that is going to be discussed, inshallah ta'ala. With that being said, I want to thank you and your family members for joining us tonight. And we strongly encourage you guys to log into Kahoot, get your access right now, because we want you guys to not just win, but also to win in style, inshallah ta'ala. Sheikh Muwaffaq, how are you doing tonight?
Fine, alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. Great.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Are you excited for these last 10 nights of Ramadan?
Yeah, we already have prepared ourselves, and alhamdulillah, this night, the night of 26th, and tomorrow will be the 27th, in which many scholars said, including Sahaba, that Laylatul Qadr will be during this night, tomorrow, inshallah.
Inshallah, inshallah. Sheikh Muwaffaq, what are some things that we can do to prepare for Laylatul Qadr? Is there anything that you would recommend for us to take part in?
Actually, during every night, we have to prepare ourselves and to join the Muslims in the masjid. But especially for tomorrow's night is required from us to prepare ourselves to spend that night at the mosque, inshallah, and to pray beside Taraweeh, to pray Tahajjud 1 hour before Fajr, to pray together as usual. Alhamdulillah, every night we have Tahajjud prayer. We pray 4 rak'ahs, and after that we're going to take our suhoor together, inshallah. So if you have a special request from your Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you can ask him during this night, and Allah is there to respond, inshallah, and beside increasing our good deeds, inshallah, during that night. Yes.
Inshallah, inshallah. So it's not tonight, it's tomorrow night, Sheikh.
Tomorrow.
So does that mean we can take tonight off? Is that what you're saying?
No. I said, I have said that every night should be ready and to go to the masjid and pray Taraweeh and try to pray Tahajjud every night, not only tomorrow.
Inshallah ta'ala, bi'idhnillah ahad. And Sheikh Muwaffaq, is there a certain surah that you should focus on, or even a particular dua? Sayyidah Aisha, she would ask Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam for these blessed nights if there was a certain dua. So what would you recommend for those?
Not certain surah. Dua, when she asked him about what she gonna say during that night, he said, say, Allahumma Allahumma innaka afuwun kareem, tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anni ya kareem. Oh Allah, you are the forgiver, the generous, you love forgiveness, therefore forgive me, wipe away my sins, oh my Lord. Yes.
Subhanallah. It's a very beautiful dua. And Sheikh Muwaffaq, just for those at home to understand the beauty of the Arabic language, afuun kareem, tuhibbul afu fa'fu anna, does it mean to erase completely all of the bad deeds?
forgiving means recent, to forgive recent sins, but afu to eliminate or wiping away the previous sins.
يرحمكم الله. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive all of our sins, inshallah ta'ala, بدون حساب, inshallah ta'ala. Excellent. So tonight we have a couple of questions compiled with our youth, and I wanted to just go over them, inshallah ta'ala, so that way we can address them and ask the fiqh points.
Go ahead.
With the last 10 nights, everyone says that they're the blessed 10 nights. What is the benefit of these 10 nights for us as Muslims?
Actually, we have to remember that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed Quran in this Laylat al-Qadr, and the most magnificent virtue for this last 10 nights, Laylat al-Qadr, and I have talked about it just now. That's it, actually.
Okay. And you know, the deeds, do they get multiplied in these last 10 nights?
According to Surah Al-Qadr, إن أنزلناه في ليلة القدر وما أدراك ما ليلة القدر. ليلة القدر خير من ألف شهر. ليلة القدر, this night of Qadr, better than 1,000 years. Our scholar said the good deeds during this night equal to working for 1,000 years.
Subhanallah. Excellent. This is excellent. Jazakallah khairan, Sheikh Musa. So then, with Eid coming up, right? It's encouraged for us to pay Sadaqat al-Fitr. The question is, when can we pay it, and by when should we pay it? For example, can you do it at the beginning of Ramadan?
Be, some scholars will be obligatory when the last night of Ramadan starts. Others said after Fajr prayer of Eid. But in general, Muslim can pay it from the beginning of Ramadan. But all of them agree that it has or should be paid before Eid prayer. Otherwise, it will be general charity. من أداها قبل الصلاة فهي زكاة مقبولة ومن أداها بعد الصلاة فهي صدقة من الصدقات.
And when you say salah, the first takbirah, correct?
صلاة العيد, first takbirah, yeah.
Okay. So those at home, you can pay it online at our website, gbic.us. We have a link for Zakat al-Fitr, or you can just donate it at our community center, inshallah ta'ala. Sheikh, is the purpose of Sadaqat al-Fitr for the giver? What is the benefits?
Actually, two benefits, religious one and social one. Regarding the religious one, it is purified. Sadaqat al-Fitr purifies our senses, especially vain talk and useless talk and bad talk. Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam قال طهرة للصائم من اللغو والرفث, and an evil act. This for religious purpose. Regarding social purpose, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said وطعمة للمساكين. To feed the needy, to cover at least to provide them with food during that happy day of Eid. وطعمة للمساكين.
Okay. But what about so for the masakin, or those that are in need of it, it's for them to buy food for their family, correct?
Yeah, mainly to feel happy that they have enough food on that day. Yeah.
Okay. طيب, in terms of now that you've paid the sadaqah, now it's Eid prayer. Is Eid prayer, is it fard? Is it sunnah mu'akkada? What would you classify it as?
In general, we can say it is Sunnah Mu'akkada.
Sunnah mu'akkada. So a confirmed Sunnah. Okay. Okay. Khair, inshallah ta'ala. Is there anything else that we should think of for Eid before we
Time of Salat al-Eid. Time of Salat al-Eid.
Yes. What is the time of Salat al-Eid? For
Time,
those at home.
the same time of Duha, after sunrise, about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Yeah, this is the time of Salat al-Eid.
Okay. And so we're going to be praying at 8 o'clock. Is that correct, Sheikh?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. So takbirat 8 o'clock and then 8:30.
8, because it will be a weekday. But maybe in Flint at 9 o'clock. Am I right, Brother Sad?
You'd like to say?
Yeah, at Flint at 9 o'clock. Yes, that's fixed.
9.
Yep.
So Sheikh Mufa, anything that you would like us to know for Eid before we go?
Just I advise our brothers to smile at your brother's face during that day. Don't check their hand. No hugging, to avoid this virus. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make this occasion happy one and to remove the hardship from the Muslim nation, inshallah.
Ameen, 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 ya Rab. Jazakallah khairan, Sheikh Mufa. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless and be pleased with you. Inshallah ta'ala, we'll have a closing dua soon. But before we do, we have Sheikh Saad, inshallah ta'ala. Sheikh Saad, how are you doing today? Assalamu alaikum.
Alhamdulillah.
I was recently informed about the loss of your father-in-law. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless him and elevate his status. We're so sorry for your loss. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for you and your family, inshallah ta'ala. For those of you at home, Sheikh Saad is one of the pillars of our community, mashallah ta'ala, always helping, always leading prayer, always bringing people together. So we are very fortunate to have him in our community, inshallah ta'ala. And with tonight, we're going to bring you the fourth Imam of our 4 Imam series with Imam Ahmad, inshallah ta'ala. Sheikh Saad, would you like to proceed, inshallah?
نعم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على أفضل خلق الله محمد بن عبد الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه أما بعد. Today we're going to talk about Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal.
Your camera's off. Okay.
Yeah, I'm back. Somebody's calling me at the same time. I don't know why. Okay, I can't stop that at this time. Okay, it's just like this. Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal is considered to be the 4th Imam. And some people, rather than saying Imam, I will be with you. Somebody's calling me each time. I'm just turning off so that you can get me back. Okay, it's just like this. Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal considered to be the 4th Imam, and he is, what do we know about him? Even in history, due to the timing, he came after Imam Shafi'i, and he's considered to be still a student of Imam Shafi'i because they met each other when he was in Iraq. Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal from Shaybani al-Dhuhali, these from Arabs who were, they stayed in al-Basra. And al-Basra, which is created by Umar al-Khattab. Al-Basra is a well-known city in Iraq, East Iraq, and they stayed there. And he was raised, but he was born in Baghdad. Most probably, he was born in Baghdad, in Iraq, Iraq, and this is where he was raised and spent most of his life. He got married, and he spent all the time giving fatwa at Baghdad. And Baghdad considered to be the capital of Al-Abbasi. At that time, Abbasi time, their capital was Baghdad, and is considered to be now still the capital of Iraq. So how he learned Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal? We said that if you go back so that we can combine all these ai together, we say Ahlul Ra'i, which is Imam Abu Hanifa, also was in Iraq, mainly in Kufa, and he was giving the opinion because the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ was not collected yet. So they call Ahlul Ra'i. later on, Imam Malik is starting getting the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, especially he was in Medina. And the special thing with Imam Malik, he said that even the deeds of the people of Medina considered to be a hujjah, is considered to be also, should be considered in fiqh. Then later on, Imam Shafi'i, who learned from Imam Malik, he combined between two. But Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal came and he said that only I'm going to follow the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. الحديث الضعيف أفضل عندي من رأيي. He is saying that even if it is a weak hadith from Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, which is not strong, of course there are certain rules, as Imam Sheikh Muwaffaq knows, how even a weak, which is not weak, which is fabricated or something like that, which is weak because of the people who narrated or just some of the words or something like that, weak in the form that it can be accepted in fiqh. Okay, he said that I prefer the hadith, although it might be weak, rather than my own opinion. And this is why he went out and visited different places, muhaddithin, because the Sahaba is scattered in different places in the world. Some of them in Yemen, some of them in Hijaz, and some of them in Iraq. He traveled all the way in order to collect the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, from the people. And he is the most that he collected the hadith in one book. He has around maybe 30,000 hadith in the book Musnad Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. Musnad al-Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. That's the most famous book about hadith. But whenever we consider a hadith, people, they put it in the lowest in rank. Why? Because some of the hadiths are not considered to be pure or sahih. We start with Sahih al-Bukhari and Sahih Muslim, and then we come to Abu Dawood, and you know the rest of the six, Ibn Majah, Abu Dawood, and An-Nasa'i. All these hadith were the most famous books of hadith. So Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal collected the hadith. He went to Al-Hijaz, he went to Al-Yaman, he went to Hama, and he went also in Iraq, different places, collecting the hadith from the scholars and from the mashayikh. And later on, he came when he was 40 years old. He came to Baghdad back and starting giving fiqh and teaching people. That's how he is. Imam Shafi'i, who met Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal and talked to him and he learned from him, he said that, "Oh, ya Abu Abdullah, Abu Abdullah, whenever you know the hadith is sahih, please inform us." To the extent that Imam Shafi'i said that he would like to learn from Ahmad ibn Hanbal, and if it is Masriyan or Shamiyan or Hijaziyan, if it is from Hijaz or from Egypt or from the Iraq or from different places, whenever you know it is authentic and the narration is right, tell us about it. So because all these scholars of hadith, they put a rule. They said that if we know this is hadith from Prophet ﷺ, we forget any other opinion. لا اجتهاد مع النص. Whenever they know this is Prophet ﷺ said so and we need to follow, they say that this is what we need to follow. And Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, he said that I would like to follow anything that Prophet ﷺ said, even if it is not, even is weak hadith. That's what we know about Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. Mainly now, the people who followed the Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal is mainly in Najd. Najd, which is Riyadh, okay, Saudi. Okay, Saudi mainly, they give fatwa through Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. Although, whenever you ask them, they say that we are considered to be Salafi. I don't like to enter into too much details about that, but mainly they follow Madhab al-Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal in Saudi. And in different places in the world, we find small groups here and there in different countries. But is it spread too much in different places in the world? It is not. It is not the Madhab Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal compared with Maliki and Shafi'i and Hanafi. Okay, but it still, of course, is considered. And the most famous two students of Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, or they followed Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, they call Imam Ibn Taymiyyah and Imam Ibn al-Qayyim. These are the most famous students in the whole world. And they came later on, around maybe 4 or 5 centuries after Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, and mainly in Sham. They are from Damascus, okay, Ibn al-Qayyim, and also Imam Ibn Taymiyyah. And those, they have a lot of books in fiqh and a lot of understanding. And many people, they say that they are considered to be, okay, they're leaders or something like that. So that's what we know about, Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. And Imam Shafi'i, he praised him, and he said that, I did not know that there is the most pious person, okay, and the most one understanding in fiqh, and the most wara', who's very cautious in his religion, much more than Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal that I met in Baghdad. So he's the highest level for Imam Shafi'i. And he was a simple man, and he used to also work by himself in order to earn his living. He never, the one known story happened during Abbasi, the Mu'tazila. There is group called Mu'tazila. They said that the Quran is a creation of Allah, rather than saying it's words of Allah. And that made a problem for Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, because he opposed that, and he said, no, Quran is considered to be words of Allah. It is not creation. And that he ended up in jail, and they beat him so much. But some people, they said that, just say that Quran is created. He said, look outside the jail. All the people in Baghdad waiting for my fatwa, for my religious opinion about it. If I say yes, all these people are going to be deviated. They're going to go away from the right track of Islam. And he insisted that he will tolerate all what is going on, because he said those scholars are not, they don't have any opinion other than waiting, then they have to stick to the belief and stick to the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Mihnat khalq al-Quran means the ordeal or the trial of Quran creation happened during his time, and he became very famous defending the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Jazakumullah khair. With this, we make our conclusion about Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. Jazakumullah khair.
Jazakallah khairan, Sheikh Saad. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you and reward you for the knowledge that you blessed our community with, inshallah ta'ala.
Ameen. Jaman.
And inshallah ta'ala, I ask the viewers at home, if you could please remember Sheikh Saad's father-in-law. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy on his soul and elevate his ranking, inshallah ta'ala.
Ameen. Jazakumullah khair.
And with that, we will start our Jummah trivia night last night to see who the champion is. Now, we've had some notable winners. We've had all shapes and sizes, youth, older youth, younger youth, you name it. And the challenge is today to see if someone can reclaim that winner position, or will we get a new champion that will join us for Jummah Trivia Night Hall of Fame. Here we go, Jummah Trivia Night number 4. And we are kicking it off tonight. Here we go. Quiz number 1. The main benefit of the last 10 days of Ramadan is to lose weight, read more Quran because of Laylatul Qadr, or because the good deeds are multiplied in them. Now, Sheikh has mentioned them. I want you guys to think at home. This is the broader sense. The main benefit of the last 10 nights is to lose weight, to read more Quran because of Laylatul Qadr, or because the good deeds are multiplied in them. Again, you guys got this. You just have to focus. And just to let you know, one of them might trip you up on this one in terms of answers, but I believe in you. I think you can get this question right. And here we go, 10 seconds left. All right. This was a tricky one. It wasn't solely because of Laylatul Qadr, but the good deeds are multiplied in them. I think we might have to call the jury on this one, because I feel like you could argue for Laylatul Qadr, but let's go ahead and move on, inshallah ta'ala. And first place, Mr. Khalid Asbahi. Nice. All right, and we got YA, SA, YA, and DD. Here we go. Let's see who can get the same question. The purpose of Sadaqatul Fitr for the giver, okay, this is for the giver, is to remind the giver that he has money, so the giver can hear praise from the poor, to cleanse his fast from wrongdoing, or no one knows. Again, this is for the giver. The purpose of Sadaqatul Fitr for the giver. Again, to remind the giver that he has money, so the giver can hear praise from the poor, and to cleanse his fast from wrongdoing, or no one knows. And just to kind of give you guys, this is for the giver, not for the person receiving the money. Just so you know. Again, is it red to remind the giver that he has money? Blue, so the giver can hear praise from the poor. Yellow, to cleanse his fast from wrongdoing. Or green, no one knows. I think people do know, and I'm sure you know at home as well. Let's see who will get the correct answer. Yes, the giver to cleanse his fast from wrongdoing. You guys got it right, mashallah. Let's see who is number one. Oh, we got some movement going on. YA with a commanding lead, followed by DD, ZA in third, Khalid dropping to fourth, and IN climbing up to fifth. This is getting exciting. Here we go. Number 3 quiz question is the purpose of Sadaqatul Fitr for the poor. Is it to be known as the poor person, to have money to buy food for the family, to know who the rich is, or no one knows? We're going to skip this one. I think there is a little conflict in terms of the answer on this one, not in terms of the uploading. So I still want you guys to get it wrong at home. We'll go ahead and skip it. It is not to know who the rich is, but rather to have money to buy for the family. Let's go ahead and go on to number 4. Question number 4. Here we go. With Eid looming around the corner, only a couple days away, is Eid prayer fard? Is it sunnah? Is it a confirmed sunnah? Or is it wajib? Lock in your answers. There might be some lag. I do apologize if you got this question answered thinking it was the old question, but reality is, Eid prayer, is it fard? Is it sunnah? Is it confirmed sunnah? Or is it wajib on everyone? Lock in your answers. 25 seconds. Let's see who will get this question correctly. It's very exciting. I hope you guys were paying attention to Sheikh today, because I think he confirmed it when he was saying the answer. But let's see who can get this question right. Who has what it takes to go to first place? And the answer, ooh. All right. Here we go. Moving up to first place is ZA, followed by AJ, YA dropping to third, another YA fourth, moving up, and DD holding on to fifth place. Again, I apologize if people at home are confused by the answer from the question that was asked previously. Here we go. Question number 5. The answer to redeem yourself. Where is GBIC located? Is it Grand Blanc? Is it Flint? Is it Detroit? Or no one knows? Again, if you don't know this one, I'm going to be disappointed. Where is Grand Blanc Islamic Center located? Is it Grand Blanc? Is it Flint? Is it Detroit? Or no one knows? Lock in your answers. Time is of the essence. Hopefully everyone gets this right. If someone does get this wrong, I will be a little disappointed. Not a lot, but just a little bit. I know you guys have finals, so you're under tremendous amount of pressure. But I think you guys can get this question right, don't you? All right. Here we go. 9 out of 9 getting it right. We had one person put Detroit. I don't know if I should say astaghfirullah or disappointed, or maybe they're a little trigger happy. But almost all of you guys know where we're at. Congratulations. And just like that, ZA is strong holding on to first place, but DD is slowly creeping up into fourth. This is going to be a tight race. Now remember, this is our last Jummah trivia night. I'm hoping at home that you guys can get this right. 309 Hijra years are equal to how many Gregorian years in the Quran? I want you guys to think about this. Where is this mentioned in the Quran? And where is that calculation made? 309 Hijra years are equal to how many Gregorian years? That's January through December years. Is it 295? Is it 300? Is it 305 or is it 310? Do you know? Are you able to think fast on your feet? I remember thinking of this or talking about this with our youth in Jummah night lights, and we were reading Surah Al-Kahf, hint, hint, and we were able to discuss the meaning of this and discuss how. Oh, nice. 300 is the right answer. If you guys remember Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he was questioned about this, he said 300 was dadu tis'a because he was giving the answer for the lunar calendar and the solar calendar. So congratulations for the 5 individuals who got this right. Great job. Let's move on to the next question. Ooh, ZA, stronghold for first place. He is not letting go, or she. I don't know who it is, but AJ is in second. YA moving on up to third. YA with another YA not that far behind, and DD is now in fifth. 3 players have hit an answer 3 streak. Great job, mashallah. Here we go. Are you ready? Number 7, which of the following prophets is not considered of ulil azm min al-rusul? Again, the top 5. Is it Sayyidina Adam, Prophet Nuh, Prophet Musa, or Prophet Ibrahim? Which of these are not considered of ulil azm min al-rusul? Is it Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam, Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, Sayyidina Musa, Prophet Musa alayhi salam, or Prophet Ibrahim? Again, Sayyidina Adam in red, Prophet Nuh in blue, Prophet Musa in yellow, or Prophet Ibrahim in green. Let's see what you guys have to say at home. Now I'm just looking over the numbers. 5 people have got it. I'm hoping 5 people got it right. And yes, 6 people got it right, mashallah. 3 people thought of Sayyidina Nuh. Remember, it was 5. Sayyidina Nuh, Sayyidina Musa, Sayyidina Ibrahim, Sayyidina Isa, and Sayyidina Muhammad alayhim salam. Those are the top 5, so to speak. Ulul Azm min al-Rusul. Sayyidina Adam was not one of them. But nice try though, nice try. And let's see here. Ooh, ZA, commanding lead. Very impressive. AJ in second. YA moving on to third. He is hungry for those points. YA 716 has been displaced to fourth. And DD is just hanging on in fifth. DD, I think you can move on up. You just have to believe in yourself. And I believe in you, everyone at home. 8th question. What time is the prayer of Eid according to Sunnah? Is it right after Fajr? Is it at Duha time? Is it after Dhuhr? Or is it before Asr? Again, what time is the prayer of Eid according to Sunnah? Lock in your answers. I know you guys were paying attention when Sheikh said this. Was it after Fajr, at Duha, after Dhuhr, or before Asr? Now, if you're me, and I like to cross off answers, after Dhuhr is almost like before Asr, so I don't know if those two would be correct, but it gives you 50-50 between red at Fajr or blue at Duha. I hope you guys know what it's right. And you guys do, mashallah ta'ala. 80% choosing it right at Duha. It is not right after Fajr. Right after Fajr is the word, but it is at Duha. Now, ZA is on fire with 5 correct answers in a row. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. I don't want to give you the commentator's curse, but we have AJ, YA, and DD have been solid in their positions. But you guys, 2 more questions. Will this separate the men from the virtual boys? Let's find out. And it could be men or women as well. When did he become famous? And this is to Imam Ahmad. Was it because of the fitna of the creation of the Quran? Fitna of the compilation of hadith? Is it fitna of a community or fitna of the shaitan? This is in terms of Imam. Mentioned by Sheikh Saad. Mentioned by Sheikh Saad. Who was it?
Hopefully you guys can hear me at home. I'm hoping that you guys get this one right. The fitna creation of the Quran, fitna of the compilation of hadith,
Fitna of shaitan. Who do you guys think that is? Lock in your answers. 10 seconds left. Go for the gold. Ooh, this one was tough. All right. Sheikh Saad did mention this. It was the fitna of the creation or the compilation of the Quran. 2 people got this right. 6 people thought it was fitna compilation of hadith. It was not. It was not, but nice try though. I'll give you an A for effort. Inshallah ta'ala, you will get the hasanat for putting in the effort, especially in these last 10 nights of Ramadan. And just like that, YA jumps into third, leapfrogging YA, his counterpart. I feel like these 2 duo have been at it since the beginning of Jummah Trivia Night, and it will be interesting to see who wins. All right. ZA, notably with 6 correct answers in a row. MashaAllah, Tabarakallah, or a shout out to my good friend Dean, MashaAllah Circle. Here we go. Last question, 10 out of 10. Where was Imam Ahmad born and raised? Where was Imam Ahmad born and raised? Now, I'll let you know a little secret. I don't think he was born and raised in Iran, but it could be. Now, you have your answers: Iraq in red, blue, Egypt, the Dunya, mother of the world, yellow, Morocco, green, Iran. However you like to pronounce these countries, only one of them is correct. I hope you pick the correct answer. And let us see, 20 seconds left. Now, Sheikh Saad did mention this. Ooh, 5 people thought it was Iraq and they got it correct. Egypt, as much as everyone loves Egypt, it was not the correct answer. I am sorry. And let's go ahead and see who our winners are for tonight, for Jummah Trivia Night, night number 4, third place. We got YA jumping the third place. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. AJ resounding second place. And number 1, our winner, our champion, ZA, with 6,388 points, 8 questions out of 9. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. With that, I'd like to thank you guys for coming out tonight virtually to Jummah Trivia Night. I would like to thank our top 3 contestants. Your prizes will be handed out soon by Sheikh and company. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. Please remember us in your dua. Please remember all of our ummah in your prayers. And with that, Jummah Trivia Night, where dreams come true, where scholars are made, inshallah. Take care. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.